A by-election has been called by the far-right leader Nigel Farage, but it appears to have backfired because none of the main political parties have fielded a candidate, branding the election as a stunt by Farage, who is already the MP for Clacton. Indeed, currently, the most well-known person opposing Farage is a satirical candidate. He says he comes from outer space and he obscures his own face with a bin. To tell us about him, Clovis Casali is with me here in the studio. So who are we talking about here?
Nadia, his name, Count Binface. He has stood in previous elections, notably in Makerfield, against Andy Burnham, you were just mentioning, the man set to be the next Prime Minister. He got that time the Binface, Count Binface, 95 votes. On his Instagram now, he's posted a picture where you see the Batman sign, and that's the picture, basically saying, "On my way, Clacton," a reference to Batman, Count Binface, not a very serious candidate. He describes himself as an intergalactic space warrior, and behind this unusual character, you have John Harvey, who's a comedian. And he might well be, as you said, the only one standing against Nigel Farage in this by-election, because the other major parties are boycotting the election, calling it a sham, saying it's yet another political move by Farage to draw attention away from the accusations against him. Finance Minister Rachel Reeves saying if Nigel Farage wants to spend the summer arguing with a bin, I won't stop him. So this by-election, a bit more of a farce than anything serious, or it's not really a test for Nigel Farage, truly.
Yeah, it's a bit of a farce. Nigel Farage says, look, I'm fighting against the mainstream, but it's hard to argue that when, as you say, he is fighting against a man dressed as a bin. Let's come back to the reasons why he's holding this by-election in the first place, why Farage has called this. He is being investigated, isn't he, because of not disclosing some £5 million he received from a cryptocurrency billionaire.
And The Guardian investigating thoroughly this story, saying that bankers raised concerns over the payment to the National Crime Agency, saying it might have been laundered money. And by calling this by-election, Nigel Farage is also winning a bit of time, because while the probe is going on, while this by-election, the campaign is going on, the probe is suspended, only temporarily, of course. It also might be a bit of a populist move by Nigel Farage, because what is he saying? He's basically saying politicians can't judge me. Committees have no right to judge me. The only ones who really should be able to judge me are the people, and I'm standing in front of them. Nigel Farage also saying today that the Commons Standards Committee might well be biased against him and would take too much time anyway. Let's take a listen to what Nigel Farage said yesterday to reporters from ITN.
This is what I did, was part of my private life. Before getting into politics, I took strong legal advice on it. And the problem with standards is this could run for months and months. And kind of almost every day, there's a new crazy story appearing in the press that I've done this, I've done that. I'm being painted out to be dishonest. I'm being painted out to be a crook. And frankly, you know, there is a pylon, a massive political pylon against me. It leaves me politically in paralysis, and this is a way of breaking that. So look, I say to the people here, do you trust me, do you believe me, or don't you?
Nigel Farage there talking about a pylon against him, Clovis, and there are yet more revelations today. The Guardian newspaper looking at claims against not just him but also his party.
A series of exclusive reports by The Guardian saying that bankers have now reported to the National Crime Agency at least 4 transactions involving highly important figures of Reform UK. Financial sources saying also that they feel the public should know about these cases, these concerns of possible money laundering. One of these transactions, let's focus on one of these transactions is a £1 million donation to Reform UK's fundraising organisation called Britain Means Business, and the bankers who raised the alert have doubts over the actual origin of the funds. This was before the 2024 general election. I won't develop more on these reports, but of course you can find them in The Guardian today. Reform UK, as a reminder, of course, still way ahead of all the other parties in the polls. The latest one I looked at from yesterday or a couple of days ago, Reform UK 25%, Conservatives 21%, Labour 20%. But of course, the next general election is a long way ahead, scheduled for 2029.
All right, thank you so much.